The vav is V. So whoever say it, some people has changed it in another way. We are not going to talk about that. But what we can see here is it is V according to the Hebrew word, V as in Vag. That is clear. There is no more talk with that. It is so clear, it is so straightforward, and those who twist that are used by the devil. There is also another word. How did humans say that? There is there is a change somewhere else, but that is the transformation that humans did. It's not Hebrew who has done that, but it's the others who has done that, those who want to just say anything in Hebrew. But if you are talking about the standard Hebrew, vav is v like in vag. So as long once you see vav, it is v, it is v. But later, as the Hebrew changed, this this shape, vav, has changed into v, into u or o. I mean. So let's see that. Let's see that case. Where did we find it? But that is not the original one, but it has been transformed, it has been modified. Let's see it. Let's find it. This is it. This vav, it becomes u. It's the one above, or vav here, or v, vi. So the phonemes v is always kept. So we are going to stand against the wu, the u1. Is it really u? Like the weird people out there. But this is variant. This variant is changed, was changed by humans, and you're not going to keep the changed one, but the original one. You're not going to keep the variant, but the original one, and the original one is this V. You're not going to make a false adventure by going with the U, but that is only a variant. And you can see here that it's V, and it's always V. So that is how it is read, and it's because of the variant, and as it is a variance, someone has changed it, and it's a foolishness for the other, but that is not the truth. Well, that is up to those who did it. But the letter V is V. Like in India, when we were in India, W is pronounced as B. So if you say work, they say work. So you see, lots of people has changed it. If you have gone to India, you know what I'm talking about, because the English of Indian is the W has changed into B. So we were like surprised with that, because we don't know how to speak Hindi, and we used English, and you were like you don't know, you were surprised with it because they changed the W into a B. So you see, it's hard. But let's get back to the original one. The original one is V, and there is no more explanation. But that is the phonemes, the pronunciation. Pronunciation is equal V. It is V. Y, H, V, H. So it is YAHVAH. Now let's get back to the original one, to the book, the book of Jews. So how can we read it? How to read this? Show it now. Yod, He, Vav, He. How to read it? I think I'm going to take the one later. I cannot see it again. Here. Okay, that's it. Okay, show it. We have seen Yod, He, Vav, He is Yah. So the W is it's V actually, not W. So the real reading is obvious. The real reading is when we read it, this is the real reading. Ya, Y, Ya, V, A, H. Because the way we read the rest is already there, so we're not going to talk about that. But we just had to talk about the V or W. So actually, it's V in the original. So the name of the true Father, Holy Father, is YAHVAH. YAHVAH. That is the real name of that YAHVAH. So let's get back to the board. I am not speaking quickly, I think. I think that is normal speed. I cannot erase this. Why? However, I have to use a new board. Okay, let's get back to the previous explanation. The first one is Yod, Hey, and it is read as Yah. This is how we read it. And the second one is, yeah, we're going to write it down. Yod, this is the tetragram. Yah, Hey, Vav, Hey. This is the tetragram. After having done the studies, so an explanation on earth, and we have started in Sefer Torah, but again, Elia has known that Yah, Va. That's it. So here is the name, the true name of the God of Abraham, the one who sent Elia. And when we combine this name according to what we have already seen, it gives the name of that Yahvah, and we can call it Yahvah. We can call him YAHVAH. This is the name of the God of Jews, the God of Abraham, the one who shows on him and sent him, YAHVAH. So you can separate it, Yah, when you are glorifying, but when you communicate with him, you say YAHVAH. And you may ask, are there two names? Yes. If you read in Isaiah 26:4, this YAHVAH is really called Isaiah, Isaiah. Which one was it again? Isaiah 26:4 or 24:6. One of them, either of them. Isaiah 26:4. So this is the Hebrew writing, and with translation beside it. So you can read it immediately. So here you can see Biyah, YAHVAH. We can see it obviously. Let me take a picture. This is the YAHVAH. Let me take picture and I'm gonna show it on the board. This is, I'm gonna explain it to you. This is it. This is so this one big one, Yah, and this is the YAHVAH. So we can see now Yod He and Yod He Vav He. So we can see them here, Yod He and Yod He Vav He, YAHVAH. So that means we can really call the name YAHVAH, and it's the prophet Isaiah who called him YAHVAH, and it's the truth to call him as so. So when we see that, according to the Hebrew word, the Jewish word, the God of Abraham. Those who call that name are washed away from their sins, because call his name, because those who call the name of Yahweh can escape and will get rid of the operation of devils. So call and follow the God of Abraham, Yahweh, and you will be washed away from your sins, like Eliah who brings this word. And those who call Yahweh can escape the devils and can get to that Yahweh. Isn't that a real happiness, a huge joy? What are you looking for except to go getting along with the God of Abraham? Getting God of the God of Abraham is the God to be worshipped. That is according to the Sefer Torah of Jews, and that is really it. So I wish you so that you will uh, come to that Yahweh and not with Yahoo anymore. That is teaching from devils, or with Jehovah. These are all teaching from the devils. As long once you see the truth, don't change it anymore. And the goal is to wash people away from their sins, because we have seen that it's the sin which separates human away from God. So when the name has come, people who follow Yahweh brought by YAHOSHUAH, those people never sin anymore. So why are you hesitating? However, you know the result of the sinners. When you die, you go to hell. Will you still remain in that place? However, you saw the result. Those who follow Eliah never sin anymore. So why are you hesitating? Because your problem is you're listening to those who speaking bad things and lies about me, about here. So don't listen to that anymore. It's not time for that anymore. It's devil who are speaking ill to me, and they must do that. I have told that to you, and I have given you the proof. This is the Hebrew one, and you cannot change it, and that makes you washed away from your sin, and that is the goal. And now you saw someone who were washed away from their sins, and if you were with that God who makes you sinners, it's you who are wrong, and it's not you who are wrong. Who will say we will not accept that? Even you were in the sin, so how can we listen to you sinners? Why don't you listen to those who never sin anymore? So it's up to you. We are already washed away from our sins, and we are following the God of Abraham, the true one, and those who follow him never sin anymore. And it is according to what he said. But you who are with Jehovah, you are not washed away from your sin. And why are you still remaining there? However, it's already fake. Same for the Protestants and the Roman Catholic. Your book has said this Jehovah and Yahweh is false, so it is changed into the Lord now. Look at the sixth edition, sixth correction. The Jehovah and the Roman Catholic as well. The name Jehovah, the name Yahweh was removed there because it is fake. And I'm giving you the true name which was called by the Jews, Yahvah. Yahvah. That is the one which makes you no longer a sinner. So it's up to you if you want to follow or not. But if you want to go to hell, so it's better for you not to follow him. But if you want to go to the heaven of heavens, follow him. Follow Elia, those who want to be saved. So that is the first word. Let's get to the Yahoo one. What makes them called Yahoo? It's their foolishness. This is what they did, and they are doing it by researching and doing some kinds of studies. But I have given you why did they do it. The other one, they changed. Someone has changed. They took the changed one. So it's their foolishness that I am giving you now. This is it. Yod, He, Vav, and He. And what did they do? They changed this V into U. That is what they did it. So this is a foolishness that some humans has done. They put it Yod and they still keep on Ya. Let me make it white so that you can your eyeball can see it. They changed it into U, so it they took the transformation, and it has become Yahoo. That's why it was Yahoo. You see that it's a devil's name. How can the God of Jews called Yahoo? We have seen in the Sefer Torah that it is YAHVAH. YAHVAH is written there. And that's why I said if there is YAHVAH, let's find out this Vav. Is it YAHVAH, Yahoo? But I already know that it's YAHVAH, and YAHVAH makes you no longer sinners. But because of you, who needs proof? That's why I showed you on Wikipedia, and it's on Wikipedia, and we could see that W is V. And that's why I'm asking, why are you fighting against that? And you have seen that in the book of Jude in 2000 BCE, and it is written YAHVAH. It is YAHVAH. And why you were doing some kinds of adventure like Yahoo? You were sent by devils. You were sent by devils to deceive people. You were not satisfied with Jehovah, and you changed it with Yahuwah because you don't want to call Yahweh. So you twist it and you twist people's mind, and you changed it into Yahoo. You created Yahoo. And if you should run into Yahweh and to be washed away from your sin, devils sent Yahoo to you, and you were caught into that, and you don't want to get into the false one, and people like to follow the wrong one. It's enough. 2000 years now that you have done foolishness thing. 2000 years, even 4,000 years for the others. It's enough. Get back to the truth, because after these words of Elia, it's a huge disaster. I have told you that, and it's already ongoing, and there will be more worse. Your heart will be tired. There is a reason why this word is broadcasted. But this is a foolishness. Let me write it. Foolishness. It's complete foolishness. It doesn't exist. That's why this Yahoo existed. Don't get into that anymore next time. You have heard now the teaching. You have heard the foundation. The true name is YAHVAH. Let me write it because it's already clear. This is the true name, and keep it. But the way we read this Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey for the Jews, whether old, ancient one, or new one, it's YAHVAH. That's it. Let me reverse it. Let me write it in yellow. YAHVAH. This is your God, and that is the God of Abraham. He is the God, the true God. So call him now. You will be washed away from your sin when you follow him, and you will never